normally start out with a joke, and I prepared, but I fucking forgot what I was gonna say today. So, welcome to Conversations in the Trap. I'm your host, Move Work Nick Freak. This is my guest for today, Damon Lucas Sr., owner of Shinky Wings here in Winchester, Kentucky. How you doing? You doing all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blessed.
Well, you all know this is an opinionated show. You know, we normally say what you all thinking, so his opinion is his opinion. You know, I normally keep my opinion to myself, but I'm co-hostless again today, so I'm gonna have to give my opinion. So we start out with our hot topics, and our first hot topic for today is 5 Memphis police officers was charged with the murder of a 29-year-old black man, Tyree Nichols. Nichols died 3 days after the Memphis police pulled him over and allegedly beat him. I don't think it's alleged no more due to the video. He was pulled over for reckless driving, and there's no proof of it. A top Tennessee law enforcement official said that the video sickened him. But the question today is on the hot topics is black people going to be outraged about the police killing him, or is this going to be just considered another black on black crime?
Well, my take on it, I think it might, it could be just considered a black on black crime, considered as black policemen that took place in during the beating.
Right.
So, it depends on how everybody want to take it,
Well, I looked at it like when the police kill us, everybody wants to defund the police and protest and things. But when we kill each other, the families end up beefing. So I'm wondering if the streets is gonna end up beefing with the police, or they just gonna start protesting and handle it like they handle it if a white police officer was the killer.
Well, I wonder what's going on now. What they saying now? What's all on YouTube and what I don't see anything really. Nobody doing like they done with the Rodney King incident. Like they stood up and everybody had something had a place in it.
Right.
Since it's black officers, I think it's a different approach to it. And that's something different. We haven't really seen this.
Yeah. Mainstream.
Mainstream, like black on black. It's like is it personal? Is it
right?
What's the motive? What was the motive behind it? I think it was mostly had something to be personal.
Had to be. Probably knocking off one of their chicks
or something, something like that of that nature.
How they call it.
And all of them, it's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood. The officers got a creed, a code that they go by. So for all of them to act, on that, it had to be something, something that hadn't been that came out yet. So I'm concerned and really with the families. I want to say something for the family that everybody grieving, going through it. Even the officers got situations with their family, but to the family. Just praying for them. We all got to go through something in life, and dealing with something like that, just have to be scared of your own kind. Your own. You would think that having a position as a black officer that you can confide into them. But when they going against you, it's like what do you do?
Yeah, I was talking to a guy yesterday about how I was going to ask this question, and he brought up how sometimes the black officer treats you worse than the white officer, trying to prove I'm with y'all.
It's
what I'm saying? I'm part of the brotherhood.
Right. It's something to prove. That's what I never understood. Yeah. It really triggered me on that. To try to understand how could you not have that faith in that officer that's supposed to be protecting you. Now I can understand that dealing with other officers that's not your color. That stigmatism that, we have when it comes to that, but your own, you be looking for a little grace, but when you ain't got grace, it's got to be something personal,
Yeah. I had a guy on here talking about that police should police they areas. Like if a police officer's from over here,
right.
This should be where his post should be at.
That makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because he knows the people. And,
interact with the people in a different way. and it can connect, in a
Right.
different way. Not vice versa, sending somebody over here that don't know nothing about the community, the upbringing, and the kids and the families.
Yeah, you send somebody over here that has to learn it instead of sending somebody over here that already knows it. Right?
Absolutely.
One more thing about this, everybody is talking about how quick they moved to lock these guys up compared to the white officers. Like, I believe this happened maybe a week ago, and automatically, like, they had them turn themselves in on Thursday or Friday, charges already pressed on them. So, like, share, comment, subscribe what you think about the 5 Memphis police officers killing the black men. Now, our second hot topic for today is GMA3 hosts TJ Holmes and Amy Robach are out at ABC. They were involved in a sexual relationship, and he allegedly was knocking off other women at the show. Now, I didn't want to bring this up, but TJ Holmes is a black man and Amy Robach is a white woman. Now, the question is, do you think TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, will they ever work for a major network again?
Yeah, in my opinion, they will. I mean, it's today's time. It's sex. That's just my opinion. I mean, I don't know. It ain't too bad. Well, I don't think they land a job, but they do good work. In my opinion.
Yeah, I think maybe, once them people get them scandals in, if you don't work for Fox, you get up out of there. Right. So unless they gonna get hired on at Fox, it might be over for them because right. they was on Good Morning America, and right. then they would also do the GMA3s. Mm-hmm. So I do believe she was married with kids, and I don't know if he was married or not. So what do you all think? Will they ever get another job from a major network? Our third hot topic for today is Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie has been, I won't say an advocate. He's been speaking out against the LGBTQ community. He spoke out against Dwayne Wade's son/daughter changing his sex, which I didn't agree with it. I don't know how you let a 12-year-old make a decision on whether or not they want to be a boy or a girl, And he just recently spoke out against Gabrielle Union. It was a rebuttal to something that she said. And then he called Dwayne Wade gay. He was on the Breakfast Club arguing with Charlamagne about the gays and LGBTQ. Now, through some research, I found out that Lil Boosie's daughter identifies as a gay. Now, do you think this is his karma? Because I ain't heard him say nothing about it.
I don't know if that necessarily is his karma. It just probably didn't. Depending on the relationship you have with your kids, if he didn't know already that she had that tendency, in her, so it's kind of like, just knowing your kid, and I wouldn't speak out on, for the community. Right. I wouldn't do nothing like that because everybody's entitled to their opinion, and God give us all free will to do and choose as we will. So everybody's entitled to that. So I guess she coming out, is making him look like the fool now because it's eternally you didn't know what was going on in your own home. Right. So,
or you knew and you still.
That was just voicing your opinion, but who knows,
So like, share, comment, subscribe. Do you think this is Lil Boosie's karma? You know what I'm saying? So this part of the show where we introduce the guests, but we let the guests introduce themselves. So Damon Lucas from Shinky Wings, tell the folks.
Oh yes, my name is Damon Lucas. Owner of Shinky, we co-owner at Shinky Wings and Monty Auto Spa. We're here in Winchester, Kentucky. I just appreciate and give God praise, allowing me to be here today to be a co-host to the show. Most blessed.
True. So, tell us about your different business ventures over the years.
Really, my business started out. Excuse me. They started out when COVID hit. Really, so that gave me the opportunity to kind of view things a little differently. So after COVID hit, we had already been in business, actually doing cars and stuff. I worked for a different, company called Quantrill. So I just decided to take my business adventures to a different level when I seen an opportunity arise. So that's how that jumped off. For Shinky Wings, how that came about, it was just a household thing. We was at home and, we wanted wings that we never had before. So we just started, I started cooking them, started experimenting. And it was sort of a thing I brought from my hometown, Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I got it down to a perfection, and it was like, well, maybe we just call it, Shinky Wings. I've been calling you Shinky. My wife gave me that nickname, that P name, Shinky.
Okay.
So she like, we'll just call it Shinky Wings, because every time she would want the wings, she'd say, Shinky, baby, can you make me some wings? I said, yeah, I'll make some wings, baby. So that's how that came about. So we just want to bring something fresh and something new to the community in the hopes, everybody, they seem to like it very much. So that's just how it actually got started. There's the two businesses that we own. We're trying to get another one started as well.
Yeah. Have you always cooked?
Well, I've always liked to eat. So, I like to cook. My wife, I watched her cook and everything. So, like I say, the wing thing just became a thing. And then cooking just became a thing to me. I love to eat, so I like cooking. I like trying different recipes, different experimenting with different sauces and different things. Different herbs and stuff like that. So, and that's just where it came out.
All right. Mm-hmm. Now, what's the favorite on the menu? What do most people come in there and get?
The wings. They love the wings. We got the Shinky sauce. They can drink the sauce. A lot of people like the sauce, and that's just been the favorite for right now. We got different in the we call it the jaw dropper sauce. My son made it, came over with it. They love the jaw dropper sauce too.
Okay.
So
I know my people, they love that fish.
The fish, yeah. Your mom come out and get that fish too. Yeah.
Now, how convenient is the location for you?
It's very convenient. We now been blessed. God blessed us. It's been on my mind for years, and the opportunity to arise. We are on 102 North Maple Street, Winchester, Kentucky, and the building came open. So it was just a blessing to be able to be on this side of town, to be available to, my community, my family been raised up here. I came here and I embraced the community. It's a beautiful community with, wonderful people. It's a home thing. It's real close. It's tight. You can't get nothing better than Winchester. You just can't get nothing better. I've been a lot of places, man, but this is where I consider home. It's just the community and the people, and we got really room to grow here, and that's just what I love about the place.
So you will be moving into that building?
Yeah, we're trying to get in, thanks to the people here supporting us. Since we moved over here, we got great support from the community, and that's what's helping us fund to get the inside done, because it was a pet grooming place at one time. So we had to do a lot of remodeling, reconstructing to get it up and moving, and put the bar in there, and to kind of get the environment to where it's going to be suitable for the community.
Okay. Now, a couple more questions.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to teach kids about business and ownership?
It's very important to try to get them involved at a young age in just the process of just the giving them the idea that you can own something, that you can actually go out and work. And that's what something my father instilled in me as a kid. I never thought that washing my car, him getting on me about washing a vehicle, was going to turn into a business. I never would have thought that, I could make six figures washing cars, detailing cars, but it was a passion. And then, once one passion came, God would reveal others. So that's when the opportunity came with the wings. And I said, all you have to do is just trust and have faith in Him. And I took that leap of faith. I tell any child, just trust in Him. Anything, your abilities, anything that you want to do, it's in you. You can do it. And we need to support each other, support the youth, support these kids around here, like you got your son. And I commend you for being here and being here for your son, because a lot of kids didn't have it out there in their life. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of men that I know that I be around right now don't have their fathers in their life. And I understand the impact, because I'm in the community. I know the impact of not having a father in your life is very important. So we can instill these traits and these skills into these young kids to be able to get these thoughts of having a business owner one day. And I thank God for just allowing us to be a vessel, to be here to show others that it can be done, And I encourage others to go out and to, like my man got his podcast right here. Everybody should subscribe, and support the man, support the young man. Because this right here, this is what we need in his lifetime,
Yeah, appreciate you, big dog.
Yes, sir.
Last question. Is it harder being a small business owner or a black business owner?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, it's both. Because the information don't come like you would think, and coming from a small community, it's only so much out there that people can turn you on to, so to speak, streetwise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So coming from, growing from nothing and having to grow your business instead of having these tools to be able to have the access to the money to be able to grow your business is another thing. See, and the information could be out there, but it's not available, to everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? If I had that information already, I'd probably be on, I consider myself be on top of the world because of my, just the sense God gave me. But having to come from the bottom and struggling to, day to day going in and working, and you having to, just basically rely on faith, rely on God, and that God gonna provide just like He provide for the birds and the bees and everything else. That's my mentor to people. Hey, you got to go in with faith when you're dealing with as a small business owner. In the world, it made it a little bit harder for people in, small business owners because, the income brackets and change. People making $25, $30 an hour now. As a small business owner, how you gonna hire somebody and then you gonna get a job? You know what I'm saying? So you on your knuckles pretty much. That's what it basically boiled down to. Maybe 20 years ago, when things were changing, I said we all in different time zones. When my parents was coming up, it was a different vibe. They was working and doing this. And I grew up, my mentors were going to the military. So you got a lot of guys, a little older than others, they military guys. But not to get off topic, but that's just to give you a scenario of how hard, or not hard, but it could be a little struggle. Not saying you can't make it, but you got to be patient enough. They say it take 5 years, and I agree. It do take 5 years to grow a business because you got to go through all your ups and downs, and your trials, your tribulations, just to get past that little.
So you're saying about that 5th year mark is what a profit, and you got your
you're gonna be able to understand your worth. You'll be able to see where your numbers better. You ain't gonna be able to see your numbers, be able, see what you're doing, how you're doing. You're gonna make you up and make mistakes. You're gonna be paying folks that you humble. See, think about it. You going in as a person. That's what gets you. You gotta go in as a boss.
Okay.
You gotta take that personal stuff and put it to the side. Okay. And that's how you grow in business. But it take time. They ain't ain't like they give you it's instructions, probably books on it, but we got to read that literature.
Right.
I'm just telling you, me coming from a job every day and having a vision in my head and making it reality. See, and I tell people that's true. It become a vision in your head first, and then you make that vision a reality. People used to get on me, man. What you still working here for? You should have been already. You ain't gonna do nothing. Why you ain't quit yet?
Right.
It was me as fear, and fear is the enemy. The devil, God, the God don't deal in fear. So once you get past that fear and you decide to jump, you realize
stepping out on faith.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's one day at a time, though. I thank you for having me on, and like I said, to give me the opportunity to share. Because this is a day-to-day thing. It's a struggle each and every day, but you know, just to be have the opportunity to be on the platform to share, you know, that's the best thing, you know, the best thing God can give you. You know, and it's gonna reach somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, he kicked a whole lot of knowledge right there. So we ain't gonna get into the conversation. We're gonna do the damn track.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll get you on out of here real
Yes,
quick.
sir.
10 questions real quick. Chiefs or Bengals today?
I'm going with the Bengals.
You want the Bengals?
Because it's close to, you know, that is my thing, you know.
49ers or Philly?
Well, you know, 49ers ain't lost nothing, so, you know, you'd be fooled to bet against 49ers right now. You know, if you're going to do the odds, you want to do the spread, I say 49ers today. If you ain't got your money on them, you losing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I mean, I don't look at football like that. I just deal with politics.
Yeah.
The politics speaks for itself. Mark my word. If I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'll be on the podcast now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
mark my word, they finna give every
we picking right with the CBS and Fox analysts right now.
with the politics. I don't go with nothing but the politics. You can't go wrong.
Favorite vacation spot?
Meanwhile, I'll be in Jamaica. I love Jamaica, man, because Jamaicans just give you a different vibe when you get to the States, and then you get a different view of the world, the planet. Once you leave the United States, you get to see how filthy it is. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is the water's cleaner, the air is cleaner, the skies is bluer. You know, you get, then when you come back to the States, it's like you in Gotham City. You know, I'm just being out. You ain't never been out. You know, I'm just speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never been out the States, you know, literally been out the States, then you don't know what you're living in. Because it is a bubble. It's like Gotham. It's dark. It's gloomy. You know, it's grimy. You know what I'm saying? You see the clouds, as soon as you get over here, they black. It's like cancer on the clouds. You know what I'm saying? That's just my view of it. Yeah. Then you go somewhere with fresh air, fresh food, fresh herbs, fresh, you know, the people there. You got an 80, 90-year-old guy. He look 10 times better than you. You know what I'm saying? He's 70 running around here with his chest out, swole. You know what I'm saying? That taught me something. That's been over 15 years though. That taught me something how sick we are over here in America. Not to get off topic.
No, you straight.
But yeah,
that's another topic.
Yeah, but that's my favorite vacation place besides Bahamas and stuff like that.
Would you vote for Ye in 2024?
I love Ye. You know, I love Ye for the principal fact that he put it down to show you where we are in America. A lot of Americans are blind to the fact that, you know, we're in modern day slavery. I don't care how we look at it, you know, it's just what it is. I mean, the pharmaceutical places are killing us, the food killing us. You know, we got a common enemy. You know, it's the government. You know, the government is the common enemy against the people. And you know, it's in plain sight. We just can't. You know, we too blind to even care. I think it's, you know.
I think we just programmed, like brainwashed.
Right, yeah. I think that's what it is.
Friday night.
We brainwash and program, and we laugh at the facts in the face, and just laugh at it. You know, like people killing we killing each other. That's what we do. Like you talking about them guys, you know, police guys killing another black man. You know, why would you want to be so violent? Where does violence come from? That's the enemy. Yeah. You know, why do we have to carry that gene, that violent gene in us? That's not in us, man.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? People. Right. Why would you want to be violent? What would bring you to that energy? That type of energy comes, that force of energy towards that aggression towards another black human being. Right. You know, and like I say, they'll say, I bet you won't do it to nobody else like that. You know, and that's just what it boiled down to.
Best R&B song ever. Come on up. Best R&B song ever.
What's up, Chris? What's up, man?
All right.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, man.
You too, brother.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? All right.
What can I say, man? I'm a Bun B. Pimp C, Bun B. Dang. You caught me. I got my mind off, man. You know
Sorry.
That's just.
Check this out. Be a character. Will Smith, Fresh Prince, or Jamie Foxx in the Jamie Foxx show?
I like Jamie Foxx and Jamie Foxx show. Yeah.
You eat chitlins?
Nah, no more.
No, me either. I stopped this shit too. iPhone or Android?
Well, I was a drawer, but I switched over to iPhone just because of the technology. But I'm scared of the iPhone too. For some reason, it's getting too smart.
Luther or Al Green?
Ooh, that's Luther.
Luther.
Yeah, cause Luther was the man.
All right. Last one. Next commercial you shoot for Shinky Wings, can Conversations in the Track get in there somewhere?
Sure.
All
Most definitely.
All right.
Yeah, most definitely. We're gonna do a commercial. Most definitely. We got to do it.
Right now,
it's up and coming.
Tell the people your location and
102 North Maple Street is where Shinky Wings is, and we will be opening inside here soon. But it's right here in Winchester, Kentucky, right across from Stockyards Bank here. And my other business, Amani Auto Spas, 151 North Main Street. It's in Winchester, right across from the water company here. So yeah, come see us, man. We're willing to serve you, take care of you, serve your needs. You know, we're independent, black-owned businesses. You know, got my kids and everything. We out there, you know, just trying to do something with the community, for the community.
Shop Shinky Wings and go subscribe to Conversations in the Track right now.
Yes, sir.